That is the historical picture theatre where I just stayed. Had a neat room in there, and Danielle was absolutely lovely. This is a live steak and cheese pie and a coffee. That's my breakfast. Good morning! It's day 15 and I'm having breakfast. It's a treat. There's some camping areas coming up so I can put the rubbish away. Coffee in the morning, flat white, yum. So yesterday, short day, I got up early. It was only 22k. Got into the belling up just before lunch, went to the information centre and asked about accommodation. They had a list of people who offer up a room in their house for a modest fee, and that's because the backpackers closed a while ago. I rang up Danielle and she said I could stay with her, but she wouldn't be back to 15:30. That was perfect. Went to the Mushroom Cafe, had a beautiful meal. Oh yum, it was good. And then did a resup at the general store. It's not very big, but it had everything I wanted. Very good selection. And then went to the other cafe, had another coffee, and then Danielle arrived. Went to her place and met her and her partner, and yeah, it was good. Interesting conversation. And then I just relaxed. Went to the general store and got a packet of chips and a Powerade for dinner and slept well. Today, 35k day, double hutting, and then the day after is only a half day, so don't mind double hutting. Right, a little bit tricky here to where the track goes. Sort of no signs, so I'm following gut hook, which should lead me onto a track pretty soon. Right, another good day. Look, sheep, pretty wet, bedraggled looking sheep. Nice track beside the road. Right, track marker, turning down this road. I have enough food to get me through to Pemberton, which is my next rest stop. Less lunches and one dinner, because I'm going to have lunch and dinner at Blackwood River Village and lunch in, I think it's Northcote. So slightly lighter than it would be. Walking along, I just realised something. I ordered a small coffee at the general store, and the nice man there gave me a large coffee. How lovely. Belling up, very friendly people. Everyone I met were very, very friendly. Right, we are doing the Golden Valley Tree Park Trail. Walking in amongst the sheep. Hello sheep. They look like merino. Strange countryside for merino. Not quite the right environment for them. It's quite neat seeing different trees. And they got information plaques with most of the trees as well, so that you know what you're looking at. Very educational little walk. Lovely area, barbecue pits, rubbish bin where I'm going to put my coffee cup. Toilets up there. And little sheltered areas to sit as well, and lots of trees. Lovely area. Little fantail, just like the New Zealand ones. Leaving the tree park, that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. Out the gate, and looks like we're on a road for a little while. There's Bibbulmun Up Dam. About to start climbing a pretty hefty hill Thankfully at least we got a bit of a warm up before we start the hill. Some green parrots up there. Sometimes people concentrate on the rain, but nice things about the rain is you get pretty things like the water droplets on the grass. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is a long hill. A little bit of information about this road. Pause it if you want to read it. And still going up. Today is 1,000 meters of climbing, 800 and something descent. So it is going to be a hilly day. So definitely not a day to rush. Just take my time, get into a good rhythm going up these hills. I'm still on the road, I don't mind, because it makes it easier to chug up the hill. Right, watch out for trains. Now we follow alongside the railway tracks for a while. Leaving the railway. Where am I heading now? To the road? Nope. To another older track. Beautiful. All the petals on the ground. So the old road is narrowing down to a single track, going very slightly downhill, which is nice after those hills. It's going to be an interesting day weather-wise. Apparently it's going to be showers on and off all day. So I'll make the most of the sun while I've got it. Alright, Greenbrushes Loop Walk Trail. Sort of seems like the middle of nowhere to have this information sign. There is a hidden marker there confirming it, yes, but we're following the red cockatoo. Just talking about the Bruce Trail in Canada, 890 kilometres. Interesting. Alright. View, bit of farmland for a change, and this way. Dropping steeply now. Track started to get a little closer. There's been a couple of overgrown bits, but not too bad. Ooh, steep drop though. This is Mount Jones Dam. It was used to process tin ore at the old Volton tin mine. And this is where we leave the Greenbrushes Loop, off on our own again. Quite neat having those information signs. It's a lovely section of single track. Right, I can hear a main road up ahead, so I'm guessing we're going to cross that. Oh, a stream with actual water. A decent little stream. Thought it was a sealed road from all the traffic on it. These big trucks have been coming up and down. Must be doing logging. But I'm going this way, and it looks like I'm heading off onto more single track. Just lovely. Here we go. We've climbed up quite a bit and we're in a more open area now. Only had the second flock of black red-tailed cockatoo of the day. It's not many. A pretty narrow strip of forest. The farmland that way, and then we've also got farmland just there as well. But it's wandering along. Looks like you're in solid bush, but I can hear cows all around. Oh, they are dump trucks going back and forward. Come from there and on the road for a while now, unfortunately. Nice dressage ring in there. Look at this gorgeous boy. Hello. Hi. Beautiful. Hey. Oh dear, swooping magpies. The trick for swooping magpies is just hold your stick very slightly above your head, and that way they basically can't get your head, they get your stick instead. But those ones were keeping well away from me. I've had magpies that have been touching my hat as they're swooping me. They're not native to New Zealand, they're a pest. Here they're native. Right, Southampton school site. So the school was here from 1924, 1943. Right. So turning here off the road. Right. Guess we're following the track. Yep, there's a marker. And heading up the hill. Goes into single track all the way up into the forestry. Right, keep climbing. New flower. Cows in front. Beautiful views. Right, continue climbing. Nearly there. Come on ladies, move! Off you go! That's it, off you go! Oh, it's cute! On Te Araroa, New Zealand's long distance hiking trail, you end up walking through cows quite a bit, but I grew up on a farm and my first ever paid job was milking cows, so I'm pretty comfortable around them. Thank you to the farmer for letting us pass. And up on the forestry road now. Still climbing, nearly at the top. Oh, still climbing. Wow, I think might be at the top. It depends. We're going this way. If we're going straight ahead, there's even more climbing. Wow, that's a lot of kill. Yay! It looks like a marker, so I don't have to go up the hill. That means it's downhill now. It's only 1.5 K to the shelter now. And off the main road. And that's where I come from. This was fun. Scrambled along the side of the hill. Rocky. It's defined here. Earlier parts weren't very well defined, but just something different. Different trees, different vegetation, a lot of dead blackberry. Oh, getting close. And that is Blackwood Shelter. And look at the view from the shelter. See for miles. Oh, there's a good scramble coming across there. Right, stop here, have an early lunch. It's 11 o'clock. And on my way again. The next leg is 18 kilometres, and the good news is I've done over half of the climbing for the day. About 480 vertical metres of climbing left. So from here I have a very steep 150 vertical metre descent, and then I'm along the bottom for a little bit, and then a 200 metre vertical ascent, but that the going back up is over 4k, so it's not quite as steep as this downhill is going to be. It's funny, previous trails 200 vertical metres is not really anything special, but on this trail it's big. Started raining quite hard. Going down some stone steps at the moment. It isn't as bad as I was expecting, but it's these smooth bits of dirt which are quite slippery. Been very careful with my footing. This part I can go off the grass, but other parts couldn't. But wouldn't want to be doing this when it's raining heavily. It would be, yeah, very slippery. I know that's a lot of very dangerous things in Australia, but I didn't realise gates is something you had to worry about. Right, come down the bottom. I just stopped to take my raincoat off because it stopped raining again. It was a really heavy downpour and I was in an open area. But yeah, it stopped. So looking at the clouds, I think this afternoon's going to be on and off, on and off. Right, so I'm at the bottom. Thank you, Southampton Hampstead, for letting us through. Tippy toe around the mud. It's an emu. Woohoo! I've seen an emu. It's lovely to set this up by the little pond and help yourselves. So someone has, it's empty. Unfortunately they left their rubbish, which wasn't very polite. The tree, it's got a face in it. It's a lovely section of trail. We're walking beside the Blackwood River. Can't see the river at the moment because the vegetation is too thick, but I'm sure we'll get a view eventually. I seem to be hiking in a dead spot where I've overtaken the bigger crowds that were behind me, and there was no hikers in town that I saw, and the previous 2 nights I was by myself, but I know that there's a bubble ahead of me. I've been watching them in the hut book for a while and I've slowly caught up to them. They all seem to be travelling together or staying the nights in the huts, all around the same age, in their 60s, and I'm expecting to see them tonight, and that means we'll probably be in Donnelly River with them as well. So hopefully they're some fun people. I imagine they are, given that they're hikers. These are neat. I've only seen them beside this river, but ew, they collect the water from the rain. That was a beautiful trail by the river. Here's the river, and we're about to cross over this bridge, and then it is along the road for a bit, and then the big climb starts. Ooh, and it looks like it's about to start raining again every time I come out into the open. Here's the river, big size river. This is the Blackwood River, and looking upstream. Love some of the place names. Lingalonga. Right, follow the road. Right, turn off that road, and now the hill's about to start. 200 vertical metres of hill. So near the top of this hill is Millstream Dam. You're allowed to do a few more things than the other dams. Ooh. Ooh, making good progress. That was generally fairly steady gradient, but there are a few shorter, steeper bits as well. Ooh. It's hot. Sun's right in front of me. Big spillway up there. It's the entrance to the dam. I hope we get above it so we can actually see it. We're heading up here. Still climbing. Now just in single track, which is nice in the shade finally. The sun was hot. Looks like we don't get to see the dam. Moved away from it. Oh well. Just make out the dam through the trees there. Maybe we will get a view if we curve around a bit more. There's an emu on the trail in front of me. Didn't see me until I took the camera out of my pocket. And must have heard the noise. Oh, cool. Second emu of the day. The other one potentially was semi-domesticated, but this one is definitely wild. Cool. Makes scratching marks as it runs away. The one there, quite a long stride. And that is fresh emu poo. There's a size comparison. That's a decent dropping. Glad it doesn't fly. I managed to watch the emu for probably 5-10 seconds before I reached for my camera, as it was walking towards me, oblivious to me just standing there. Oh, that was a neat sighting. Happy with that. Still on the track in front of me. Footprint, footprint, footprint. Big growths on that tree. So I'm guessing this is an old railway line. Certainly feels like it. Very gradual ascent. It's about the right width. Either that or it's an overgrown vehicle path. Slowly, slowly climbing. Very, very gentle gradient that I'm barely even noticing. Pale yellow flowers. Whew. Have to go up and over 3 hills, and they're all around 40 to 50 vertical metres. That one I've just done was steep. It's still climbing, but the gradient's eased off now. Whew. That's definitely got me puffing. There we go. That's the top. I've seen these in the pictures in the hut book, but nice to actually see them now. Cool. Raining again. Off that and onto the big road. Hopefully not for long. And there's another steep uphill. Let's go up a steep hill. A few obstacles to go over. It's a flock of red-tailed black cockatoos above me. I quieten down. It's so noisy. Oh, right, that's another hill done. Been on roads the last couple of K and my feet are starting to hurt. Underneath the heel, sort of plantar fascia area. So just stretch out the calves, take it easy downhill, but oh, it's the roads that do it. So good to get back on single track. Whew. Still going down, and then there's another hill. Final few hundred metres to the shelter now. My feet feel much better since being on the single track, and going up a hill also helped. The rest of me is feeling pretty good. I did take it relatively easy today, so I think I'm going to come in around the 9-hour mark, which is cool. Short day tomorrow, semi-town day tomorrow, to Blackwood River village. It's just about bigger than the shelter. Alright, turn off this here to go to the shelter. It's a cute one. So I'm at Gregory Brook Shelter, and there's quite a crowd tonight, and we have the advantage of a lovely fire. Thank you, Mr. Fireman.
My name is Gregory Brook. Neil.
Matthew.